Yes, hello. Welcome to another, I guess not episode, but directly, but a clip of a J1Q, just one question. I appreciate you all for being here. So today I'm hopping on and talking about a little bit of getting to know each other. So I am now currently doing a duo, and I'm trying this out, dual broadcast. So I'm currently broadcasting to three different locations, destinations. I am doing it, and that's why you kind of see me looking off to another screen as well. I'm broadcasting to Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Right? So I'm testing this out, and we're going to talk about my system and getting to know me as well. But before I even do that, send a thank you and a shout out to all of the subscribers, the listeners who are joining me on this journey, this podcasting and learning, and it's extremely, really, really nice, and I'm absolutely loving it. So while I'm doing that, though, if you do have any comments, any questions, any preguntas después, put it in the section below. Whether you're watching on any one of your platforms, I can be able to see them. So that's really excited for me. But anyways, I'll kind of tell you how I started in this portion of it, and I'm extremely excited about that. And I'm trying to make sure that it's up on all of the screens as well. And that's why I'm looking. So most who don't know me, my name is Lion Flood. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, and I'm currently out on the West Coast now in Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's see. So the system that I'm using, I'll just give you the name and then I'll kind of tell you a little bit about it. And you might also see in the description there's an affiliate link for Ecamm. So transparent as can be, with that link, I do make a portion of the system cost, and I can get into that a little bit more. But I'm just here to show you it. If you sign up, which I would love for you to do, please do and let me know. But by regulations and rules, I have to tell you about that. So let's see. I'm not getting it up on the other page. But again, this is where we work out the kinks, right? Oh, there it is. Since I had to refresh it, technology. So I want to thank all of my J1Qers. That's what I'm gonna start calling it. My subscribers there. I'm really excited and how the page is growing, and we are working to do this organically together. So thank you guys. But without any further ado, and I may skip around a little bit, but let me tell you a little bit about the system as you see here. So let me put it out there like this. If you are still using a system like Zoom, Riverside, any other thing for whether you're podcasting or not, whether you're doing meetings, Google Meetup, Zoom, some other team, Microsoft Team, whatever you're using, and you're still using the backgrounds on the green screens and everything, hey, that's fine. But I'm just showing you a different way to maybe level up um, some of your meetings. I go into meetings often, and people see my background, they see all of the other things, and the first thing they say is, "Whoa, what system is that you're using?" And I said, "You know what? Let me become an affiliate with them because so many people are asking me and wanting to join." But before we do that, let me tell you, this system is a Mac based system. So if you don't have a Mac base, still listen because it may encourage you to go get one. I know my wife used to be Android, and we can have that battle all day, and then we started getting into the Mac and Apples and everything. And now to this day, she's like, I would never go back to Android. Right? We even had to talk the other day. There's so many differences in that. But let me see if I can turn that down. Okay, great. So again, any questions, any comments, please place them there. And I'm going to kind of just show you a little bit of what the system does and how you can use it. So number one, it is a user-based friendly system, but the quality, and there's even some studio production type quality, and studios even use some of the things that you're seeing. So some of the stuff you're seeing on the screen are what we call overlays. I won't get into too many of the technical parts of it, but it's fairly easy. So I wanted you all to see that. But let me just show you some of the overlays that I use personally for my screen. So just throw a couple of them up there on the screen so you can kind of see. And these I'm just using a one button press, right? I can easily get these inside there. So let's see another one here. We can place something like this, and all of this takes less than maybe 2 minutes to just implement, especially once you've started to learn and you've gotten that. And actually, let me see something. I'm gonna bring this up. So I'm doing something on my screen that you aren't being able to see. So now I got it. So then now I'm gonna bring up another one, and then I made those comments where it says "say what" and the face going back. So let's bring up another one here. Magic. But basically, as you're seeing, this can be incorporated into your meetings. Into your, hey, let me see my eyes. Okay, into your meetings. Oh, this is one I put on my face. I like this. So in some of my meetings, someone will say something, and I'll go, you know what? This is what my face is doing to you right now. Okay, so it's just a little funny thing that you can incorporate. There's several other. Let me look and see. I didn't set anything up for that one. Okay, perfect. But let's take a look and see. And I'm also going to show you one more. Let me get some more. What do you guys call them? Do you call them GIFs? Do you call them GIFs? I know there's some different ones. Let's see. Where is it? Okay, my MJ. All right, there. You know what? And look, you can do this on the go, right? So now I'm going to move him over here because that's what I want. I can make a bigger, smaller, just as easy as that. So this is one of the great things about this system right here. I think I put the link in the description, but if not, I'll put it on the screen here for you as well. There's my, but there's a clickable link inside there. But this is, so I can actually say this is being brought to you by Ecamm. So, really great system. I've been using it for about 2.5 years now, maybe almost going to close to three. But I've just started incorporating it into the podcast portion where I'm being able to interview people. So you are able to interview people as well, in which you can bring up, a two-person screen. And I'll show you. I just had someone on my interview session. I'll show you kind of a screen here, and I was just interviewing Dr. Wright, and we were talking about some things. But just as easily as that is how I'm able to bring up someone, go right back to me. I'll get into sound effects in just a second, but uh, this is just a quick overview of what the system can do. You can add your, let's see, where do I have it? At the top, correct? There it is. You can add your logos. Like I just had recently had a logo done. I now can add my logo onto the screen. I can place that onto screen of my guest as well. So many different things you can do. You can do a countdown if you're wanting it. Oh, matter of fact, I'll even show you something different. I used to do this, and as I'm doing a podcast, I'm learning to do different things. But just check this out, right? So now I can add what we call an overlay, make it just a little bit different. I can come right back to having it without anything covering it up. Let's see. And matter of fact, I will even show you this one here really quick. Let me make sure this is there. So this is a scene in which I'm building out, which means this is a scene is basically just another page, if you will. But watch this and see. Should be a Stosimi talk, right? So this is a page, and you can see the animations are moving, in which I am working to have this for my guests. But I can then again place myself right inside that there as well. Take it back to my guest, and then take it right back to my page and so forth right back here, right? So if anyone is interested in this, learning more about it, let me know. They offer a 14 or a 15-day free trial. You can still use my affiliate link, and I'll still get credit for that. And if you're interested in it, I think they run roughly about 15 bucks a month for different ones. They have a beginner's one, I guess, and then they have a pro system as well. So you can do either one of those. But let me jump into a couple more things just to show you really quick. I think I've shown you pretty much all of the overlays, and I put, for example, here, comment below. Oh, and then also For those who are watching, do me a favor, and I want you to go ahead and like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications in the future. I'm working to get this community growing organically, and we have been doing such a great job on it that I truly appreciate it. But let's get into sound effects, right? Real quick. So with this as well, you can put different sound effects in here, and let's see. I'll just do a couple of them, like okay. So let me turn the volume down at just a little bit and bring that down. You can do different kinds. This. So different ways of doing things like that. I only use like maybe 3 or 4 of them currently, but let's see. I use a couple of different ones. DJ Khaled would always tell us what another one. DJ Khaled's. Let's see. So these are the ones. These did not come with the system. When you get the system, you get some basics, right? They give you some music. You can add music onto it. So if you want to do, let's say, oh, this is one of my favorites too. The right? You can message, right? So, anyways, I'm just showing you the vast amount of room you have that's only limited by your imagination. You can bring in music. Let me get a song just to play really quick. No, again, these musics that I'm doing here, they are royalty free. But you can, if you have a royalty thing, you can bring it in as well. But I can throw something in, so like this, which you can still talk over. You can still have it in the background of anything that you're doing, and you should be able to hear that. Yeah, but I think that's it. So if there's no questions on this one right here right now, a little bit more about myself and why I kind of got into podcasting, and I'll throw some things in here as well. Is oh, let me see. So any questions? Let's see. Okay, all right, just kidding with you. But I got into podcasting because it was a way for me to express my voice, express some of the passions that I was feeling. And I must tell you, it is absolutely turning into a joy of a journey that I'm learning, and I'm meeting so many people and I'm expressing things. And I got some great guests coming up. There's different types of podcasting and ways to do it. And I chose to do more of the interview style and having guests come on. A lot of podcasters start with solo podcasting as well, and I love that as well. But I love interacting with my guests and having them come on. So, quick drink break. I'm going to pause for this drink break. So that makes it really interesting for me. And some of the things that I've reached out and I've talked to and people I've dealt with to learn, and for someone else to hear the struggles in which they're kind of talking. That's one of the main reasons why. Because my wife and I'd say we didn't have podcasts when we were growing up. And if we did, things could have been different, right? We didn't have a voice to turn to, or a community, a group to hear. And you're able to express it everywhere. So I just found out my podcast is being listened to, aired over in Europe, countries in Europe, in France, in Germany. People are listening to it over there, Ireland, and you would never think someone would want to listen and kind of, but just do it, right? Just do it. You never know who you could affect or help in any kind of way. So that is one of the main reasons why I got into podcasts, and I decided that I was never going to give up. Segue. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry. Okay, I know we love Rick, right? So we'll leave that one there. But that's one of the main reasons why. So if you're interested in getting into podcasting and interested into getting, your voice out, or even if you're interested in just using the system as different things for your meetings, you can use that. You can use it for a group to bring in things that's so much difference than like Zoom or anything. I'm not knocking any of those platforms. They're great and they do a lot of good things, and they each have their pros and cons. but this is incorporated into Zoom. So if a client or someone who's using Zoom doesn't have this capability, that's fine because my eCam goes right into Zoom. So everything on my screen, people see it in the Zoom meetings. So they think all the time, they like, how do you get your Zoom to do that? How are you getting your Zoom to bring up these things? And I'm using my eCam. And actually, let me get my eCam back up for you to see one more time. And but check out that affiliate link. If you do have any questions, let me know. Send me any kind of oh, and also here's something new that I just added on. My QR code. Do me a favor, and if you have the ability, go ahead and scan that QR code. It will take you to my link tree, which has all of my podcast information, has all of the other ways that you can get in touch with me. And within the podcast, you do have the ability to call in, talk to us live, or if you want to send questions or any comments down the line. Oh, and then here's something else really quick. I'm going to bring the QR code back up, but I won't want to distract you. So let me take that off. So also, let's say if you wanted to do a some sort of sports podcast or just talking about sports, right? So I have something here for an example. I'll bring it up, and here's a leaderboard. Maybe you want to do golf or something. And so we were doing a game virtually, and then so we had our family members' names on here, and it's active. So as the points change, the names change, and the order of whoever's first that changes as well. And so it's a fun little way for us to communicate and just gather with each other virtually sometimes. There's so many different ones. Maybe you want to do a weather one. I can bring up the weather and, like back in my hometown, I decided, and I can change that immediately and it will go to a different city with the accurate weather forecast, right? So let's see what else I got. I think I've shown you that one. Is this a different weather one? I was just playing around with them. Yeah. So I just wanted to see which one. So like here in Vegas, for example, it's 87 degrees Fahrenheit, sunny, with the wind at 6 miles per hour, southeast, wind gusts at 5 miles per hour. So let's say you want to do your own weather forecast at home and you couldn't do it, go to school for it or something. You can start your own little thing. Let's see here. I think that's pretty much it on that one. Yeah. And then also, if you have the opportunity, go to my link for my Buy Me and Coffee. Right? It's just a way to help contribute with what we're doing here and keep it going. You can help support anything to that effect, and also my gift app. I didn't put that one in there, but I will send you a link to that another time. Text me. Here's my text line. Right, I need to change the coloring on that one here, but I like it though. So text me, right? That's my text line. Just like a radio station or somewhere else, you can text directly into me. It doesn't receive calls, I don't think, but I'll double check. But text me. There's my text line. Got so many things on here. I just got to go crazy with it. But everything is customizable. The background, all of that, you can customize to what you want, and it's so easy and so quick. And if anyone's interested, maybe we can set up a one-on-one where I can kind of show you a little bit of how this is done, how to bring in the logo specifically for you, how you can change that. And matter of fact, can I do it really quick? Yeah, let me just double check real quick and make sure I have. Yep, I have access to a picture. So, for an example, I'm gonna show you how quick it is for me just to make a another background, another scene, and I'm gonna use my son's picture because we are starting a podcast specifically for him. And matter of fact, I'll go ahead and mention it. And we have a group for him for ADHD and working to support parents because we were actually just on an interview and we released an episode of a podcast today. We were interviewed by the Today Show, and we don't know when it will air or be written up or whatever, but it was still nice to be in that. So I digress. Let me go into showing you how to make a quick um, scene or new page. So all I'm going to do really quick, let me make sure my mic goes into this new one. Is okay, my mic's on. Yes. So now here, I start with a blank page. You can't see me, but I'm going to start with a blank page. And within that, I'm going to bring in with a drag and drop my son's picture for his page. And then within that, I'm just going to open up a new screen and adjust it to where I want it. Then from that point, I can just drag and place it wherever or however I want. And just that quick and easy. For example, I now have a new page, a new scene, a new background. So that is how quick and how easy it is. Back to me. All right. So uh, yeah, my time's up here. I just wanted to just jump here and thank all of my J1Qers for coming along with me on this journey. I appreciate it. I appreciate your responses that you're sending in for requests, ideas for shows, people who you want to speak to. I think an episode is being released very soon for breast cancer awareness because that's going on this month, as well as ADHD was released last week. We're working to still learn and finalize some things, and we're bringing it to you. So now, right now, Mondays and Wednesdays, episode release dates, and then Fridays I'm gonna do just a little, hey, come talk with me, sit down, with a cup of coffee or something, and we can just enjoy and talk with each other. And I see my screen. I have three screens in front of me, and I'm looking at them, and I see the live going on for the LinkedIn and for all the other pages. So that's working. If you have any suggestions or anything that come back, if the sound is a little different with how all three of these are streaming at the same time, please let me know. So that's how we can work to get better, right? And I think that's it. If there's no more comments or questions or anything, I think I'm going to go ahead and do my outro. And I didn't do my intro because I just hopped on, but here's the outro. We're ready, and
thank you for listening to Just One Question. I know you enjoyed the show because you made it this far. If you want to hear more, subscribe, share, and don't forget to give us a 5-star review. Now, what's your one question?